So I've been podcasting for the 2 years, talking about a lot of things that affect communities around the country. I've travelled recently over the last 6-8 weeks. I've taken me to Ballymena in Northern Ireland, taken me to Peterhead in the north of Scotland, taken me to Glasgow, Edinburgh, Manchester, London, Dover, Calais, and even the reaches of Greece and the island of Lesbos. Covering a load of things from the overpopulation to migration, child protection, justice for people, a fair justice system. So loads and loads of things. And the podcasts have sent me all across parts of Europe and the majority of Britain. So I was asked up here I came up just initially to record this, and the guys organised asked me to say a few words. And I think it's fantastic that you guys are non-farmers, that you understand the importance of the, excuse me girls, excuse me. Hello? I can hear you guys talking. So, I think it's really, really good and great that you guys as non-farmers see the importance of another community, and that community being the farming community, and are prepared to have rallies. I was going to say protests, but this isn't a protest, is it? This is a good thing. This is a real positive. And understand the importance that the farmers provide not only your communities but the whole nation and the whole global thing. I think it's ridiculous talking to farmers. John went down, we were with John Watt, who's also got a podcast, and we covered a lot of things together. But one weekend, about a month ago, 2 protests. There was one in London for child protection and there was one in Wales for farmers. So I went to London, John went to the farmers one. And he met a guy there, we'd done a podcast with him a few weeks later and learned even more about the issues. And it's crazy stats. Our farmers are sending food out of the country, and then we're importing stuff into the country. Now, even if you are stop oil type people and want the carbon footprint, that makes no sense to me. From an economical point of view, it makes no sense. From jobs, for the pure industry of our country, it makes no sense. And there's a lot of things in this country make no sense. Farmers, education, global issues, weather issues, all this stuff that we get told what we must believe in. And the big fear I've got for farmers is the alternative. And there's 3 alternatives if we had no farming industry. 1, we would have to import all the stuff, and we don't know the quality of it. 2, we don't import beef and chickens and all these things that they produce, and we manufacture them. All these horror stories we're hearing about things that are doing in America and the food chain. Or 3, we starve. And I kind of don't want any of those options. They make no sense to me. So I think it's great that you guys are out today showing your displeasure in what's happening to farmers. We need to look after our farmers, we need to protect them, and we need to actually support them more and more by coming out to places like this today. If the farmers are doing any action, go and support them. But most importantly, eating their product. Buy their product. And you can buy it off Sainsbury's, that's a wee bit of help. I took a wrong turn and ended up at a place up there, a big farm, can't remember the name, Inch something. That's a guy that farms food here, a mile away. And you can go up to his farm and buy it off. And it might cost you £1 more. I guarantee you it's better quality. And support these people. That's probably the biggest thing you could probably do to help them. And then we don't need to consider the other 3 options. And that's having imported beefs and chickens and things. Things put in our plate that isn't beef, but we're told it's beef, or starving. So that's the alternative. Support them, get out there, and it's great. I think what's happened in the country, up until recently, up until probably 12 months ago, there was certain things that you were allowed to protest about in the UK that was acceptable. But now, it's an open field. And it doesn't matter what your concerns are as a community, you've now got the ability to go out there and protest and have rallies and have things like this. And whatever your concerns are, I would suggest you do more of it, because it's fantastic to see, and I've really taken a lot out of the last 12 months in the UK, where sometimes you feel dark and it feels that everything's against you, but positives are happening with people and communities doing things. I'll give you 2 good examples of that. That you might agree with, you might not agree with, but what you can't disagree with is the fact that it's people protesting things that drove these results. And one of them is what's happening in Hotel and Epping, where they were really affected as a community by the people that were staying in that hotel. And the other one is a recent Supreme Court judgment that basically protects women's rights by saying, eventually, that's a woman and that's a man. These things wouldn't have happened if communities hadn't stood up and made protests and voiced their concerns. So whatever your concerns, please keep doing what you're doing today, because it's fantastic, and support the farmers. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Craig.
Just waiting on the next speaker coming on, lads. Just waiting on the next speaker taking the microphone. Maybe scan of that there, if that's good enough for you. Hello there, Irene. Just waiting on the next speaker coming. Whoever that is, I don't know myself. This is Kings Park and Stirling for the farmers. Farming families are getting inheritance tax forced on them, and when the farmer dies, no doubt they'll have to give up the farm. And we all know who the largest farmland owner is in America. Who do you think that is? The largest farmland owner in the United States of America. Bill Gates. A man who's got nothing to do with farms. A computer guy who creates computer viruses and sells you the antivirus. And he seems to be doing that again, didn't he? So we'll not go into that. I think there's another.
I'm not a farmer, I'm not a crofter, but what I've been hearing is pretty bad for the farmers. 6 farmers have committed suicide because of this inheritance tax. Aye, they might look like if they're rich, but that's the land that they stand on. They might not have 2 beans to rub together in their bank account, and the government knows that. That's why they've slapped a 40% inheritance tax on them, knowing that the farmers will go under. We cannot let that happen. We need food, we need real food. Why should we be controlled by ones that don't even live in this country? There's 6 farmers, poor 6 farmers. The families hate to bury them. Why? Because our elites, they want to control the world. They want to control what they eat. Does anybody out there want to eat bugs?
No.
Because that's what they want us to do.
Correct.
If you go around Scotland, you'll see a decrease in the sheep. You'll see a decrease in the cattle. But do you see a decrease in the bales of hay that's getting made? Do you? No. Farmers are getting money for the put seeds in the ground, for flowers, for the bees and insects. We can't eat that. So who's going to stand up with the farmers? Because we can't live without food. It's as simple as that. And we want real food. No modified food, but food that God gave us. He gave us the green to grow it. So let's stand by the farmers. And let's get the food for the farmers.
Well said.
There's on the internet, there's a place called foodfindershub.co.uk. They provide food by the farmers, delivered to your door. Now you know it's quality food because it's coming direct to the farmer. It's not coming from overseas. That's been chemically sprayed. That's been modified. This is pure food. That's what we want. Do you want that? Do you want real food?
Yes.
Yes. So let's stand with the farmers. Because if we didn't hate the farmers, what are we going to do? We starve, we die. Not on my watch. So let's support the farmers. And thanks.
Thank you.
Here, here.
Next up.
Anyone?
Come on, who's got a pair of boys? Go on.
This man does. That's harsh.
Hey, I'm Scottish.
Andy, you got any papers on you? Sorry. You got any papers on you, Andy?
I've got some papers. Could you say this? What I've posted over to Scotland in my regulation of a duty and reporting on and investigating the vaccine.
Just waiting on the next speaker coming, if there is any.
This is an organisation now that's actually taken up the claim that
That was good, cheers.
First time I've ever done it.
Is it? Well, you were a natural.
Well, I went into the first protest, the farmers' protest. Last minute, jumped on the bus because I knew how important it is. I was born and brought up next to a dairy fair.
Do you mind being on the camera just as you're speaking here now? You've already been on the camera anyway.
A YouTube podcast.
Aye. Well, not a podcast as such, but Mac Media. Mac Media. You seen me?
voiced you.
Have you?
Brilliant.
Excellent, thanks very much.
Aye, you were at Falkirk protest.
Was it Falkirk? I was up in Peterhead week before.
There's one next Saturday. Falkirk.
Is that at the council buildings, I think, isn't it?
I can't remember.
It is. I think they're protesting
I'll just
outside.
follow the crowd.
I think I might go there myself. I don't know if I've got anything else in the diary, but if not, I'll be back at Falkirk again. I was there last Saturday and they got, what a turnout they got.
Oh, aye. I've seen what happened.
Aye,
I've heard what happened.
aye,
And I've been hearing what's been happening.
right,
That's not been covered by the mainstream media.
aye. Well, that's always the case, isn't it?
Aye.
But, well, that was good. I mean, you much better than me. That I would never
I don't know where it
speak
came
public.
from.
Well, it's your heart. That's where
Aye.
it comes from, isn't it?
I'm not really a speaker as such. I'm one of these ones who usually sits in the background and watches everything.
Well, if I see you at Falkirk next week, I'll say hello.
Oh,
That's
I'll
what-
be there. I'll be there. I went into a certain person will not mention. I went down to Hitcham last year and I went down to the first farmers rally.
I think Bring the Noise is about to give us a wee speech here.
Come on, John.
Oh, you're just taking a photo? I thought you were picking the mic up there, John. No, it was a false alarm, folks. John was just taking a photograph.
But I mean, there's more than folk waking up. But there's a lot of ones that's going, I'm just going to sit on my arse and do nothing. You're like, we're not going to fight your fight for you. You've got to stand with us.
And what these people need to it's before it is too late, and it's nearly there. We need numbers,
Aye.
strength and numbers. We need, because we've got to make a stand.
All you're saying to the ones that are like, well, fucking shame on you.
know.
Shame on you for not standing up for your king, your clan, your country. Because if we don't,
We'll just get the big government phallus
Aye.
shoved right up there, bent
Aye.
over. You know what I mean? And it's on the rim as we speak now. You know what I mean?
It's not just one side. I mean, we're getting attacked from all angles.
Aye.
But we're standing up here.
And you've seen since 2020 how much things is just getting flung at us, man. It's just they're flinging everything at us at once now.
Aye.
You know, the whole fucking lot's
Thinking
getting
that
flung
we're
at us.
going to crumble.
Aye.
Or no, that just makes us stronger.
Making us strong. What does not kill us makes us stronger.
Oh, aye. Aye.
That's
And we're
good.
Scottish, we're thrown. I mean, we've learned through history in the past a lot of history, estimating teach in school, especially about the Highland clearances and that. Well, this is the clearances happening, but from within. And folk needs to realise that, what's happening.
Right.
Once you get picked off one by one, it's not in the mainstream media, oh no, we can't have that, we can't have the truth. But that is what's happening.
I think
The
it.
jobs.
I think it's picking the mic up now.
Aye. I mean, even the jobs.
Here comes Bring the Noise. Thanks for that.
Hello, hello,
Thanks for
hello.
that.
How are you all doing? You all
Hey,
good?
Rod.
Aye, no, we're all good. No.
We're all good.
Bring the noise.
Usually I go on and bump my gums and make it dead passionate and that, but there's kids here, so I don't really want to scare the kids off today. But just to say what Craig said earlier on, you know, I see a lot of faces that obviously have supported me when I get injured from the Jag. And I understand that you guys have obviously been campaigning a hell of a lot longer than me and a lot longer than most, and I think we can all agree everything that's going on in the world is pretty much interlinked with that, be true or false. Aye, I mean I'm pretty late to the party, but anyway.
I'll be here now.
Aye, I mean I got here eventually, and I mean we're seeing so much regarding the immigration, which is an important topic. I mean we're seeing everybody around the UK is focusing on that, and I understand how important it is, but we all pretty much know why they're doing it. Again, divide and conquer. I understand you guys were all shouting since COVID days. Again, divide and conquer, vaccine, anti-vax, all that kind of stuff. So now we're moving into the point that it's so scary that we now know how close it is to the digital ID. Would you agree with that one, guys? Yes. So we all know how many issues there are. So this year, I mean, I went down to the Labour conference down in Wales to cover it. And basically, when I was there, Keir Starmer was in the building.
Scottish
and
accent.
He ran out the back door.
I
And
thought you weren't going to swear.
I didn't swear. And then when I spoke to the farmer, you know, because it's all good and well, us all saying it, but when you go down and you actually interview farmers and they're actually saying, yes, this is happening and so and so. So you go down and you try and ask farmers personally, and do you know what the best thing about it is when I say to the farmers, what is the reason for this happening, what do they all say? It's part of the agenda. So we're getting farmers that are now starting to realise that there is something bigger at play. You know, you speak to them about spraying in the skies, they're saying it's now affecting the crops. I know, but it's like we're now starting to see it, and more people are starting to now realise how much we've all been manipulated, especially myself. But I think it's, with the immigration happening, we're starting to see that people are now not trusting the mainstream media, which is now good for the cause. Would you not agree with that? Would you not agree we're starting to now, for me this has been a recruitment game. It's to recruit people to make them realise that the government is not our friend. They're attacking us from all angles. We know that now. So I don't think there's any better time now to actually try and make a difference. I mean, I see a wee one there, and I refer to the kids all the time. The future for these kids is not good at all. Know what I mean? So, and I'm due a wee one at the end of October. Aye. And I can't allow my boy to come into this world. So,
John, if we do nothing, the future is not good. But
Exactly.
we're going to make the future
So
good.
Theo, the plan is that September 20th, we bring all causes together, and the unity needs to happen now. None of this divide, none of this conquer, none of this. I told you so. This, that, and next time. It's time for us all to now band together and make all the causes come together. Would you agree with that one or no? I don't think there's a better time now. So September 20th, 1 PM, Buchanan Gallery Steps. It's time to bring the noise, guys. Agreed? Anyway,
Bring the noise.
I think we need the farmers. I speak out. I don't know. Is there any farmers here at all?
I got an allotment.
We need our farmer. We need. This is the thing. We need the Scottish farmers because I'm seeing it down in Wales. I'm seeing the English getting out. They're getting out the tractors and they're trying to. Well, we need the farmers to all unite and make them realise that I spoke to one the other day and it's like they're just kind of thinking. I don't know what they're thinking, to be honest. I'm telling them, I phoned up a farm shop and I said, can you do me a favour and go and look at the documentary called The Agenda by Oracle Films to make them realise that everything is going on since the COVID day, the vaccine, the education in school, inheritance tax, everything that's going on right now is just all, we all know what the plan is, we all know what the goal is, but look, we try and all bring the noise together and we all unite. Is that the best way to do this, guys? We win in numbers. Agree?
Agree.
Well, let's try and do it. I appreciate you all for listening. Thank you. And if there is a farmer up here, get your backside up here and tell it like it is.
Must be saving your voice for Aberdeen, John.
Rachel Reed. I didn't know that.
All right, how you doing? Oh, bad, long time no see. I know, put a bit of weight on again.
Me and all,
Lost a stone and back on again. Right,
you keep going up and down, I'm giving up. Absolutely giving up.
so wait, what's the story of the day just through for us?
Yeah, I thought I've not been around for January, so I better move my arms.
I think we're through at 5 this year at all, man. I've just been too busy.
We've been zapping the whole street. Salmon that was at night go out, and I've not even replied to a group chat because I'm just like, you talk too much. Fucking muted it. I will not.
I've had been on it myself.
I can't go on Telegram, that's why I'm not spoke to any reason. I'll put myself it.
I removed salmon because they started the rainbow groups. I thought, well, let them go on with
I'm
it.
getting us to go, but I'm like, I think I'm on the mood.
I just let them go on. I've hardly been it myself.
Aye.
I've got too much to do.
And I can't be bothered raging, to be honest. I'm just like,
Well, I'm on live on YouTube here, but I think this is it over. So I might just.
Wannabe Pharaoh, elitist.
I've hardly been it, but we've done a wee trip down south. I mean, Lindsay to Ancient Ramin, Skirridin, and another place. But apart from that, I've not been out. I've been too busy doing courses this year. But I've done Reiki drum, animal Reiki. I do? Good. Good. All right. That takes every time. Right, I think I'll just end this live here. So, right, folks. Well, that seems to be the speeches over here. So we will cut it here. Thank you very much for joining us for the hands around our farms. The accent's Mossack, incidentally, is Scottish, so if you couldn't understand the Scottish accent, they might be talking a bit fast for you there. But thanks for joining us anyway, folks. And there's another group over there. But they're going to go a walk into town here. But I don't think I'm going to follow them, so I'll just quit it here. And I'll say thanks very much for joining us. And might be again tomorrow for another live, so catch you later on.